Gentlemen, how we doing? It's your boy, A Real Bear, back at you with another RuneScape play session. As you can see, we got a new camera angle. Quality's a little bit better. I got this awesome arm. Needless to say, quality's been improved. Without any further ado, I hope you guys have had an awesome holiday. And let's go ahead and start off with Doric's Quest. I think that was first up on our list. Yes, Doric's Quest. We gotta go to Falador. Alright, gentlemen, let's see what Doric needs. Oh, Doric is a dwarf. Hello, traveler. What brings you to my humble smithy? What do you make here? I make pickaxes. I'm the best maker of pickaxes in the whole of Gielinor. Do you have any to sell? Sorry, but I've got a running order with Nermoth. Well, who's Nermoth? Nermoth has a store over in the Dwarven mine. You can find the entrance on the side of Ice Mountain to the east of here. I wanted to use your anvils? My anvils get enough work with my own use. I make pickaxes, and it takes a lot of hard work. If you could get me some more materials, then I could let you use them. Start Doric's Quest. Okay, here we go. Yes, I'll get you some materials. Clay is what I use more than anything, to make casts. Could you get me 6 clay, 4 copper ore, and 2 iron ore? I could pay a little and let you use my anvils. Take this pickaxe with you just in case you need it. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, that's a pretty chill quest to start with. I know where all of that stuff is, right by Varrock. Oh, and he gives us a bronze pickaxe. We're on to bigger and better things. We got Mithril. I actually was able to pick up the RuneScape Dragon Wilds game. I played it for the first time yesterday, and I was actually really surprised. Like, I didn't go in with any expectations. I hadn't seen a lot about the game. I just knew people said it was pretty good. And yeah, it is. It had a lot of the stuff that I liked about games like Valheim and Enshrouded, but it still felt like RuneScape, and I really liked that. And it had these really cool procedural dungeons where you could go in and get materials to make like teleport pads and stuff. I was genuinely just having a wonderful time with it. I maybe played like 2-3 hours of it yesterday, and I was loving it. I got a whole suit of magic armor and a staff and swapping combat styles and stuff. It was really cool. I'm looking forward to playing more of it. I really feel like that's the kind of survival crafting game that I enjoy. It's been so long since I've been able to sink my teeth into a survival crafting game. I think the last one that I played was Terraria, like last year. And I played it a ton of times. It's probably like my 20th time beating it, but it's just fun. And every time you start a run of those games, you know, you get sucked in and completing all the tasks and stuff. And I like that there are bosses for me to complete, and there's still exploration, and there's quests. Like, it felt like they took some of the best parts of RuneScape and put it into a survival crafting game. It's still early though, so, you know, like, I think runecrafting doesn't go anywhere really above level like 27 or something like that. But they just came out with a new update over some like zombie dragons and stuff, so see if that's any good. I don't know if you guys have played it, but if you have, let me know what you thought of it, because I, at least for the early game, really enjoying it. You know, guys, I would bet money that Malygnius Mortifer has something to say when we have the Arceus spellbook equipped, because that is all kinds of necromancy going on in that business. The other thing I'm kind of curious about with this quest is, you know, there's smithing anvils all over the place. Like, are we doing this quest to get access to his grindstone? And if so, what does that give us? Or maybe there's some sort of like special property to his anvils that we can utilize, because I really don't see why we need to gain access to his blacksmithing setup, other than just for the pure reason of helping this guy, and that's what he's wanting to offer, you know. I have everything you need. Many thanks. Pass them here, please. I can spare you some coins for your trouble, and please use my anvils anytime you want. You hand the clay, copper, and iron to Doric. Okay, just a quick 1300 mining XP. 180 coins is, you know, I mean, look at his living conditions. I don't think he's that good. I still think Varrock is the best anvil. I mean, you have the bank right here, right? Alright, well, we've helped a dwarf. That was actually incredibly fast. I mean, I've been recording for like 10 minutes, and that's already done. Alright, Druidic Ritual. Cacameeks? Cacameeks? That's a weird name. Taverly Stone Circle. Let's do it, boys. Let's figure out what the heck's going on with these druids. Cacameeks, here he is. What brings you to our holy monument? I'm in search of a quest. I think I may have a worthwhile quest for you, actually. I don't know if you're familiar with the stone circle south of Varrock or not, but that used to be our stone circle. Unfortunately, many years ago, dark wizards cast a wicked spell upon it so that they could corrupt its power for their own evil ends. When they cursed the rocks for their rituals, they made them useless to us and our magics. We require a brave adventurer to go on a quest for us to help purify the circle of Varrock. Okay, I'll try and help. Excellent. Go to the village south of this place and speak to my fellow druid, Sanfew, who's working on the purification ritual. He knows what is required to complete it. Alright, sounds good. I wonder how crazy this ritual is going to be. It can't be that bad, right? Maybe we have to, like, throw a goat at it or something. Sandview, here he is. They hit him upstairs, dude. I was looking everywhere for this guy. What can I do for you, youngin'? I've been sent to assist you with the ritual to purify the Varrockian stone circle. Well, what I'm struggling with right now is the meats needed for the potion to honor Gothics. I need the raw meat of 4 different animals for it, but not just any old meats will do. Each meat has to be dipped individually into the Cauldron of Thunder for it to work correctly. Well, where can I find this cauldron? It's located somewhere in the mysterious underground halls, which are located somewhere in the woods just south of here. They're too dangerous for me to go myself, however. Okay, which animals do we need? Okay, I guess they can be any animal. He just said 4 different animals, so I guess that gives us a little bit of freedom here. There's these wolves on the mountain here. There's cows, giant rats, and maybe frogs in the swamp of Lumbridge. I'll see. We'll kill one and see what we get. Now, remember there was a staff shop in Varrock, I think, a magic staff shop. So I think the play here is we withdraw a bunch of our runes and we level up a little bit of magic to kill these enemies because it's still level 1. And in RuneScape Dragon Wilds, magic was awesome. I was really enjoying using it, shooting air blasts at people. Yeah, staff shop right up here in Varrock. Maybe they'll have a battle staff or something. I made like a ash war staff or something like that in RuneScape Dragon Wilds. I know there's also a rune shop there, so we'll be able to buy a bunch of runes to do some magic stuff as well. Oh, hang on. If we're doing magic, we gotta have our wizard hat on, guys. Now we're ready. Let's go. Something I've been wanting to try and do is keep all of my levels close to each other. You see, we've got like Sailing at 38, but Hunter's at level 9. Herblore I haven't even leveled yet, so, you know. I want to try to kind of keep everything at a similar level range, because it seems like that's kind of the game functions. Like, once you have everything around level 30, you can do X, Y, Z. Once everything's around 40, X, Y, Z. And I could be wrong about that, but especially stuff in Kuren was like, I was noticing a lot of like 30, 33, 40, stuff like that. Here we go, Zeph. Magic staff, staff of air, water, earth, and fire. 1,500 coins? Jeez Louise. Well, I'm going to need a little bit more money. I'm going to do some pickpocketing real quick. It's because that dwarf was stingy with us. Only 180 coins for all that hard work? It took me all 3 minutes, man. Come on. Ah, well done, matey. That's the right combination. A little something for helping me out. 125 coins. Dude, these people that jump in with coins is always at the most esteemed time, dude. Oh, I need a little bit of gold for battle staff. Here's 125. Thank you, Jagex. I appreciate that greatly. Let's go ahead and buy a Staff of Air. Plus 10 magic, okay. Oh, hell no. Look at that. We looking like a proper wizard, boys. Sheesh. What do we need to cast this air strike? Let's go to the rune shop and check. Oh, it's these ones. It's a mind rune. Yeah. Oh, shit. There we go. Okay. We need to buy a hell of a lot more, though. We only have 6. Oh, look. Okay, that's what I thought. The air staff gives us free air runes. That's really cool. I was like, why are they going to have elemental staff types if it doesn't matter? Or maybe it would, like, boost it or something, right? We could just buy mind runes. How much are they? 3 coins each? Well, that's actually not too bad considering we can get 50 for 150 coins. Definitely going to need to get some more gold, though. Or maybe we need to do that Rune Mysteries quest after we complete this one so we can make our own runes. I think that's probably what we should do. Yeah, you know what? Screw doing the Dwarf Cannon after this. I want to do the Rune Mysteries, boys. We got to get that rune crafting unlocked. Because one thing I was doing in Dragon Wilds was rune crafting, and it's probably completely different, but I had so many runes. You use 1 rune essence and you get 10 runes. It was amazing. But that being said, we do have enough to cast our spells a few times. So let's kill some cows, kill a giant rat, and maybe a wolf and see where we're at. Alright, how does this work? Okay, choose spell, wind strike. Okay, and then attack ram. Oh yeah, there we go. Casting our first spell, boys. Level 2. We get magic XP even if we don't land an attack. I guess that's because we're using runes to cast it either way, right? Very cool. Okay, magic is kind of chilling, boys. Here we go. Let's get a chicken. Oh, it's got some nice range on it, too. Look at this. Okay, there's some beef. Let's see what else we got. Let's go kill a giant rat. Oh, so he didn't actually tell me what he needed. But when I open up the quest, it tells me he needs bear meat, chicken, rat, and beef. So we were already kind of on the right track there. Last one is a bear. I think there are bears over by the waterfall, by the barbarian outpost, maybe? But they're like level 10, so leveling up our magic on these guys a little bit is not a bad thing. Raw rat meat, perfect. Now we just need to go get our bear meat. I only have 13 runes, so I'm actually going to put them back in the bank and put on our melee combat gear. And then I'll end up making some more runes a little bit later so that we can keep spamming magic. Because I remember we got an Ardoon teleport that requires us to be level 51. Apparently we can enchant crossbow bolts, we can enchant jewelry that we make with crafting, bones to bananas. Like, there's a lot that we get to do. I feel like these teleports are going to be amazing too. Like, if we have the teleports and the grouping teleports, we're going to be unstoppable. We're going to be flying around the map at Mach 1. It's going to be great. I need to steal some cake while we're in Ardoon too, really bad. I'm like dead out of food. I keep teleporting over here to Castle Wars, and I'm really interested to check it out. I keep thinking about a game called Fat Princess. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but you would have teams of a massive amount of people. It's like 30 or 60 or something like that. And you would fight for little towers along the map, trying to get over to their side, steal their princess, and win the game. That was how you won. And we used to play that so much growing up. We'd play it so much, me and my brothers and my friends. I don't know if Castle Wars is like that. Maybe it's like team deathmatch stuff, but who knows? Maybe we'll check it out here soon. Look at this. The claws are putting in work, dude. Big threes. These things are great, man. I love having these fast weapons. Raw bear meat. There we go. Ooh, and a bear fur. This would make warm clothing. Okay, let's hang on to that. Well, we've got all our meat. I'm going to pop up to Ardoon, do a little bit of thieving to get some cakes, because we're basically out of food. And then we'll go back and give the gang his food. Wait, this spot's OP. I stand right on top of the baker, and I can just steal. And the guards can't see me. I saw a guy doing this last time I came here, and I was like, there's no way that would work, right? He's got to be like crazy high-level thieving. We are chilling on cake. Gotta say, one other thing I liked about RuneScape Dragon Wilds 2 is how they were able to integrate the server tick side of actions into the game. When you're queuing up, eating, or doing multiple things, they actually have a timer between each thing. So let's say it takes 1 second for me to eat a piece of food or drink some water. I can click whatever I want to do next, and you get a little box that pops up over the water. When that goes down, you drink it, and then it starts doing the next thing. So it kind of simulates like queuing up actions, I guess, in something like old school RuneScape. WoW Classic had they called it batching, spell batching. So you could queue up multiple things to go out on the same server cycle, or whatever you want to call it, server tick, something like that. There's a really big thing for shamans where you could cast a chain lightning that would hit them instantly and an instant spell right after. In the eyes of the server, they're going off at the same time, and they both have the buff for critical strike active. Like weird shit like that. Super niche use case there that was really effective, but you know, you don't see stuff like that happening in retail WoW, right? It was cool how much care they put into making it feel like RuneScape in small ways. I just thought that was really cool. Alright, y'all, I kept thieving till my minigames teleport was up, because I can teleport to the Burthorpe Games Room and then run down to Taverly. So we got 125 cakes and 45 pieces of bread, and I'm keeping the bread just in case we need them for a quest. I don't want to have to come back here every time I need a loaf of bread, so I just kept them. Let's go ahead and grab our meat, and we'll go check out the Thunder Cauldron. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Not my meat. Raw beef, raw rat meat, raw bear meat, and raw chicken. I'm not doing anything weird here, guys. Alright, here we go, guys. The Taverly Dungeon. What's going on in here? What the hell? What is going on, man? Dragons? Oh no. Where is the Black Knight's base? What is going on? Lesser demons? Okay, here we go. The Cauldron of Thunder. Thank God it's not too far in here. That is terrifying. A suit of armor comes to life. Oh shit. Well, this guy just went through anyway. Cheater. There we go. No loot. Alright, let's go through. Use raw chicken on the Cauldron of Thunder. Okay, that's everything. Enchanted. All our meats are enchanted now. Alright, let's get the hell out of here, dude. I don't want to be here any longer than I have to. Oh, jeez. Leave me alone. Did you bring me the required ingredients for the potion? Yeah, I've got all 4 pieces of meat. Well, thank you so much, adventurer. These meats will allow our potion to honor Guthix to be completed, bring us one step closer to reclaiming our stone circle. Now go and talk to Kakameeks, and he'll introduce you to the wonderful world of herb lore and potion making. Sick. Every potion that we've gotten so far has been incredibly useful. Like 4 levels of attack or defense or strength is just absolutely insane. I'm really looking forward to starting to make some of these potions, you guys. I have word from Sandview that you've been very helpful in assisting him with the preparations for the purification ritual. As promised, I'll teach you the ancient arts of herb lore. It's a skill of working with herbs and other ingredients to make useful potions and poison. First, you'll need a vial, which can be found or made with the crafting skill. Then you must gather the herbs needed to make the potion you want. You must fill your vial with water and add the ingredients you need. There are normally 2 ingredients to each type of potion. Bear in mind, you must first clean each herb before you can use it. You may also have to grind some ingredients before you can use them. You'll need a mortar and pestle in order to do this. Herbs can be found on the ground and are also dropped by some monsters when you kill them. Let's try an example. Attack potion. The first ingredient is a guam leaf and the next is an eye of newt. Mix these in your water-filled vial and you'll produce an attack potion. Drink this to increase your attack level. Well, different potions also require different herb lore levels before you can make them. Sick! And we get 250 off the bat? Let's go! Level 3. You can now make attack potions and clean guam leaf. Perfect. It's actually crazy that attack potions are so easy to make. Strength potion at level 12. Where the heck are we going to get a guam leaf? Maybe we can grow them or something. Well, that's done. Let's go ahead and start this Rune Mysteries, guys. Duke Horatio and Lumbridge Castle. Dude's right there. Here we go, Duke Horatio. Greetings, welcome to my castle. Will have you any quests for me? Well, I wouldn't describe it as a quest, but there is something I could use some help with. We were recently sorting through some of the things stored down in the cellar, and we found this old talisman. The Duke shows you a talisman. The Order of Wizards over at the Wizard Tower have been on the hunt for magical artifacts recently. I wonder if this might be just the kind of thing they're after. Would you be willing to take it to them for me? Absolutely. No problem. Well, thank you very much. You'll find the Wizard's Tower southwest of here, across the bridge from Draenor Village. When you arrive, look for Sedridor. He's the Archmage of the Wizards there. Duke hands you a talisman. Alright, sick! This is going to be so nice to have done. I think after this we'll have every skill unlocked, except maybe Hunter. I'm not totally sure what is going on with that, but I know for a fact that we could do everything else on this list. It's going to be a good place to be. Holy shit, they just have a lesser demon held captive? That's crazy. Maybe if we kill the wizards here, we can get their robes. Might be something worth doing. Oh, here we go, Archmage Sedridor. They got a whole basement area here. Welcome, adventurer, to the world-renowned Wizard's Tower, home to the Order of Wizards. We're the oldest and most prestigious group of wizards around. Now, how may I help you? Are you Sedridor? Sedridor? What is it you want with him? The Duke of Lumbridge sent me to find him. I have the talisman he found. He said Sedridor would be interested in it. Did he now? Well, hand it over then, and we'll see what all the hubbub is about. No, I'll only give it to Sedridor. Well, good news, for I'm Sedridor. Now, hand it over and let me have a proper look at it, Okay, here you go. You hand the talisman to Sedridor. Doesn't seem to be anything too special. Just a normal air talisman by the look of things. Still, looks can be deceiving. Let me take a closer look. Sedridor murmurs some sort of incantation and the talisman glows slightly. How interesting. It would appear I spoke too soon. There's more to this talisman than meets the eye. In fact, it may well be the last piece of the puzzle. Puzzle? Indeed. The lost legacy of the first tower. This talisman may in fact be the key to finding the Forgotten Essence Mine. First tower? Forgotten Essence Mine? What do you want about? My apologies, adventurer. Let me fill you in. As you are likely aware, when we cast spells we do so using the power of runes. These runes are crafted from a highly unique material and then imbued with magical power from various runic altars. Different altars create different runes with different magical effects. The process of imbuing runes is called runecrafting. Legend has it that this was once a common art, but the secrets of how to do it were lost until just under 200 years ago. The rediscovery of runecrafting had such a large impact on the world that it marked the dawn of the Fifth Age. It also resulted in the birth of our order and the construction of the first Wizard's Tower. If it was the first Wizard Tower, I'm guessing it doesn't exist anymore. What happened? Well, it was burnt down by traitorous members of our own order. They followed the evil god of chaos, Zamorak, and they wished to claim our magical discoveries in his name. When the towers burnt down, much was lost, including an important incantation, a spell that could be used to teleport to the hidden essence mine. The essence mine you mentioned earlier, I assume? Precisely. Rune essence is the material used to make runes, but it is incredibly rare. That essence mine was the only place it could be found that our order knew of. Since the incantation was lost, we've struggled to maintain our stocks of rune essence. There are seemingly those out there who still know where to find some, But while they've been willing to sell essence to us, they've refused to share knowledge on how to find it ourselves. I'm starting to see why this is so important. Do you think this talisman can help you rediscover that incantation? I do. All magic leaves traces, and from what I can tell, this talisman was used heavily during the time of the first tower. It would have been taken to the essence mine many times, and the magical energies there will have left an imprint on it. To think that it was hidden in Lumbridge all this time! So what happens now? It is critical I share this discovery with my associate, Aubrey, as soon as possible. He's not much of a wizard, but he's an expert on runecrafting, and his insight will be essential. Would you be willing to visit him for me? I would go myself, but I wish to study this talisman some more. Sure. He runs a rune shop in the southeast of Varrock. Please take this package of research notes to him. If all goes well, the secrets of the essence mine may soon be ours once more. Sedridor hands you a package. Best of luck, a real bear. I don't remember telling you my name. How do you know it? Really now? I am the Archmage, you know. He must be spying on me. He must have watched my videos, dude. It's ridiculous. Do you want to buy some runes? Well, I've been sent with a package for you, actually. A package? From who? From Sedridor at the Wizard's Tower. From Sedridor? But surely he can have. Please, let me have it. It must be extremely important for him to have sent a stranger. You hand the package to Aubrey. Now, let's have a look. Aubrey goes through the package of research notes. This is incredible. My gratitude to you, adventurer, for bringing me these research notes. Thanks to you, I think we finally have it. You mean the incantation? Well, when we combine my own research with this latest discovery, I think we might just... No, I'm getting ahead of myself. The signs are promising, but let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. Here, take these notes back to Sedridor. They should hopefully give him everything he needs. Aubrey hands you some research notes. Okay. Errand Boy 2.0. What the heck? I'm inside the door and he can't attack me. That has to be a bug, right? Oh, he did drop a wizard robe. Yo. Okay, we definitely got to kill these guys. We need the bottom, too. Ah, real bear. How goes your quest? Have you delivered my research to Aubrey yet? Yes, I have. He gave me some notes to give to you. Wonderful. Let's have a look then. You hand the notes to Sedridor. Alright, let's see what Aubrey has for us. Yes, this is it. The lost incantation. Should we be able to access that essence mine now? That's right. Because of you, our order finally has a proper source of rune essence again. Thank you, friend. If you ever want to access the essence mine yourself, just let me know. It's the least I can do. I'll also share the incantation with others, including Aubrey. When I do, I'll let them know that you are to be given unlimited access to the mine. Oh, and you can have this air talisman back as well. I have no further need of it, and I'm sure you'll find it useful. In case you didn't know, the talisman can be used to craft air runes. Just take it to the air altar south of Falador along with some rune essence. Don't worry if you can't find the altar. The talisman can guide you there. You may find talismans for other altars as well while adventuring. They'll let you craft other types of rune. Great, thank you. My pleasure. There's that. Sick. No runecrafting XP, just access. Let's go check it out. Let me get my pickaxe. I mean, it is a mine, right? We're probably gonna need a pickaxe. And I needed a pickaxe in RuneScape Dragon Wilds. So grab that and see if we can't take a little teleport over and check that place out. I'd love to start crafting some runes. Teleport, Archmage Sedridor. Whoa. This place is crazy. Oh look, we completed an easy task in the Lumbridge and Draenor area. Here we go, pure essence, look at that. Okay, I've got my inventory full. I guess any old exit portal will do, right? Do these take me to the different people who can teleport me here? Nope, just back to Sedridor. Okay. So I guess it's probably important then that we find somebody who can teleport us there who's close to a bank so that we can stock up a bunch of pure essence. There is the air altar south of Falador. I think we should check that out, make some air runes, and see what that whole process looks like. There it is, right here. Actually, using the magic shop in Varrock seems like a great spot because the bank is right there. We'll be able to store so much pure essence so quickly. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're so close to being able to finish the Varrock Easy Achievement Diary. Oh, that's going to be awesome. I don't know what I get from it, but I'm excited to do it because, I mean, clearly it's taken this long, right? Haven't necessarily prioritized it, but I think if we did, we could get it done pretty quickly. The only thing I'm unsure about is getting 50 kudos. I don't know what that is. I think that's something with the museum. When I was doing the little activity with the Australian guy in the basement, I was getting kudos as I did that, so maybe we can do that again and get more Slayer and Hunter experience and get more kudos. I'm not totally sure. Alright, how does this work? Use air talisman on mysterious ruins? Oh! Whoa. We're on a mountaintop? Craft rune altar. Here we go. Oh, sick. Level 2 runecraft. There you go. We can craft mind runes. Okay, those are the ones that we need for our wind strike. Let's see if we can buy a mind talisman. This is good. I don't want to have some of my skills leveled up and others just sitting behind in the dust. Like, I got to catch up on farming a little bit. But, you know, if I can get everything to, like, level 20-ish, then we should be chilling for a while. I feel like 30 is when you're kind of out of the early game for skills. That's when a lot of stuff starts opening up. Like, sailing really took on a nature of its own when I got to the mid-30s. We actually have a bunch of the planks that we could use for mahogany homes as well. Maybe I ought to do some of those. Well, the Mind Altar's up here by the Black Knight's Fortress. That's going to be a little bit of a walk. I guess it's not so bad, though, because while I would spend time chopping down trees, banking the logs, taking them back out, and then cutting them into arrows for my bow, now I just grab pure essence and I can get shit tons of it, and then, you know, make a couple trips back and forth instead of using a knife and cutting anything, and then, you know, you've got your ammo. I think after I get the mind rune stuff figured out, because that's all we really need to train magic, I'm going to finish this achievement diary. It's really close to being done, you guys. I could do everything for it within like maybe 15 minutes, other than this Kudos thing. Oh, we already have a mind talisman. Perfect. We just need to get some essence. I didn't realize we had one. There's this inconspicuous crate here for a stash unit when we hit level 27. I'm really interested in that, because if we could just dump a bunch of stuff in there and just grab a bunch of rune essence, I mean, that would just be incredible, right? To eliminate the run back and just make getting pure essence so fast. Alright, there's 112 pure essence. I'm going to start trying to run this to the mind altar and get some runes for us to start leveling some magic. Oh my gosh, you guys, I totally forgot that we have the ruins over here where we could potentially get prayer XP from fishing. I gotta check that out. Alright, use Mind Talisman on mysterious ruins. Whoa. It's like a chessboard. Ooh, and the music. This is wonderful. Well, let's craft a bunch of mind runes, guys. Oh, check this out. As your runecraft skill develops, you'll be able to craft multiple runes from one piece of essence. Okay, so at level 14, we get 2 mind runes per essence. That's very good. How does this work? Pouches come in various sizes and allow you to carry extra essence. As you use the pouches, they degrade and store less essence. Just speak to the dark mage at the center of the abyss? What the hell? What's the abyss? I just can't get over how good this music is. Like, it's super out of the way and really inconvenient to get to, but my, what a treat to just listen to the song every time you come in here. So good. Alright, y'all. There's 121 mind runes and level 7 rune crafting. Not bad at all. I think now we should look at completing the Varrock achievement diary because there's so little for us to do. I think we're going to be able to do that one very quickly. So what do we have left? Chop down a tree in the lumberyard. Easy. Spin a bowl on the pottery wheel and fire it in the oven in the barbarian village. We can already do that. Craft some earth runes. We need a little bit more rune essence for that. Catch a trout in the river Lum at the barbarian village and steal from the tea stall in Varrock. We can do all of that. I think it's going to be very easy. I'll be able to get the rune crafting up here in a little bit, but I want to go ahead and finish up with the rest of this stuff here. This has to be where everybody's getting their trout. There's so many people here all the time. There we go. There's our trout. And level 26 fishing. Perfect. Okay, let's see. Hopefully one of these will fire. Nice. There's the achievement diary update. Perfect. Okay, we got to chop down a dead tree in the lumberyard, make some earth runes, and figure out this Kudos stuff. Well, here's Haig Helen. This is the guy we need for the achievement diary. Welcome to the Museum of Varrock. Have you got any interesting news? Yes, we found a rather interesting island to the north of Mortania. We believe that it may be of archaeological significance. That sounds interesting. Indeed, we are making the final preparations for our voyage. In fact, you may be just the person we are looking for. Assuming you've got the necessary qualifications, that is. Would I qualify? Unfortunately, you haven't passed your Earth Sciences exam, so you aren't qualified to help us on the dig. If you're interested, visit the dig site to the east and talk to the examiners there. Oh, it's Bon Voyage. Okay. Okay, so this guy wasn't very helpful. Clean specimen table. Okay, let's try to go in through this door. Maybe we can help them clean specimens and stuff. Sorry, you can't come in here unless you've completed the dig site quest. Oh, shoot. Alright, well, is that a easy quest? No, it's not. How are we supposed to get these kudos? Let's just start talking to people, I guess. Welcome to Varrock Museum. How can I help you today? Find out about kudos. Here we go. What is kudos? Kudos is a measure of how much you've assisted the museum. The more information you give us, dig site finds that you clean, and quizzes you solve, the higher your kudos. What is it for? Well, recently we found a rather interesting island to the north of Mortania. We believe that it may be of archaeological significance. I suspect we'll be looking for qualified archaeologists once we've constructed our canal and barge. So we're using kudos as a measure of who is willing and able to help us here at the museum, so they can be invited to our dig site on the new island. Well, unfortunately, you haven't earned enough kudos yet, so you aren't qualified to help us on the dig. If you're interested in helping us out and getting those kudos, simply help out around the museum. Alright, thanks. We've already done the stuff in the basement. Let's go upstairs, see if there's anything going on up there. Historian Mines. Hello. Hello there, welcome to Varrock Museum. Can I help you? I have some information that might be of use in your displays. Well, that's grand. We're always glad to have more facts. Now tell me what you know. Well, I recently defeated Delrith, a demon. I did it by using a sword called Silverlight, which is apparently the only sword that could do it. I can give you a description if you want. Delrith? Incredible! I am grateful to you for letting me know. Please tell me more about Silverlight and I'll get a display erected. Display number 25, 5th age, year 20. Well, I helped the Order of Wizards rediscover how to access the Rune Essence Mine too. I heard about that. Tell me more. Well, I can't tell you much, but I do know that this mine is hidden away. You can only get there by teleportation. Sounds like magic to me. I'll get a display put up immediately. I'm not totally sure how much more of this we can do in here. The dig site, here we go. Level 10 herb lore. Shoot. We need to figure out how to get some grimy guams before we can do any of that. So as we continue to complete quests, we're going to unlock some of these display cases and get more kudos. Dang, that sucks, man. We're this close. Let's go back in the basement, see if there's anything down here we can do extra. Nothing more from him. I think we're shit out of luck here, guys. I think we need to go do the dig site quest once we get 10 herb lore so that we can start cleaning all of this stuff. Well, if nothing else, we can go chop down the tree in the lumber yard and try to make some earth runes. Boom, there you go. Easy task done. That's nice though. Once we complete the dig site, we'll basically be able to get this whole achievement diary for Varrock completed. Excited to see what that gives us. Well, I guess we could do the next quest up on our list, Dwarf Cannon, just because we don't really have a whole lot else that we can do on the achievement side of things. May as well, right? Talk to Captain Logoff, northwest of the Fishing Guild. Where's that? Oh wow, that's all the way over there. Okay, we'll go check that out. Alright, I think we're here. Let's see, Captain Logoff. Gothics be praised. The cavalry has arrived. Hero, how would you like to be made an honorary member of the Blackguard? The Blackguard? What's that? Ha ha ha! What's that, he asks. What a sense of humor. The Blackguard is the finest regiment in the Dwarven army. Only the best of the best are allowed to join it, and then they receive months of rigorous training. However, we are currently in need of a hero. So for a limited time only, I'm offering you, a human, a chance to join this prestigious regiment. What do you say? Sure, I'd be honored to join. That's the spirit. Now, trooper, we have no time to waste. The goblins are attacking from the forest to the south. There are so many of them, they're overwhelming my men and breaking through our perimeter defenses. Could you please try to fix the stockade by replacing the broken rails with these new ones? Sure, sounds easy enough. The dwarf captain gives you 6 railings. You'll need this hammer, too. Report back to me once you finish the railings. Yes, sir, Captain. Guess let's just start inspecting railings. Oh, this one right here. You can see it's kind of bent. There we go. Okay. We fixed that one. So we just have to see if any of them are kind of bent out of shape. This one right here. God, that took like 4 tries. That was really obnoxious. Holy shit. I finally got them all. I almost died to a piece of fucking railing, you guys. That was brutal how obnoxious that was. Well done, trooper. The goblins seem to have stopped getting in. I think you've done the job. Great, I'll be getting on then. What? I'll have you jailed for desertion. Besides, I have another commission for you. Just before the goblins overran us, we lost contact with our watchtower to the south. That's why the goblins managed to catch us unawares. I'd like you to perform a covert operation into enemy territory to check up on the guards we have stationed there. They should have reported in by now. Alright, I'll see what I can find out.
Excellent. I have 2 men there. The dwarf in charge is called Gielinor. Find him and tell him that I'll send him a relief guard just as soon as we mop up these remaining goblins.
You know what? That beats replacing guard railing any day of the week. Dwarf remains. I'd better take these remains. Oh my gosh. Dude, I didn't know what this thing was because I can't actually see the full structure. I just see all these wooden scaffolds and I didn't even see a ladder there. I was running around for like 10 minutes just thinking like, what the f is this watchtower?
Have you been to the watchtower yet?
I have some terrible news for you, Captain. The goblins overran the tower. Your guards fought well, but they were overwhelmed. You give the dwarf captain his subordinates' remains.
I can't believe it. Gielinor was the finest lieutenant I had. We'll give him a fitting funeral. What of his command? His son Lollk was with him. Did you find his body too?
No, there was only one body there. I searched pretty well.
The goblins must have taken him. Please, traveler, seek out the goblins' hideout and return the lad to us. They always attack from the southeast, so that must be where they're based.
Okay, I'll see if I can't find their hideout. Oh, it must be in this cave. Hang on, let's see. Here be goblins. This has got to be it, right? Yeah, look at all these goblins here. Pick black mushrooms. May as well do that. Talk to goblin guard. Here we go. What's this?
Go away, human.
Examine black mushroom. It looks horrible. I need to find the dwarf child. These guys are aggressive. Did he just spawn a chicken? He's got to be around here somewhere. Maybe there's a way we can distract the guards to go down into that door. What if I use the black mushroom on the campfire? You can't cook that. Do I need to make them think that I'm a goblin? How could I do that? Oh my gosh. Inside you find a dwarf child tied up.
Thank the heavens you saved me. I thought it'd be goblin lunch for sure.
Are you okay?
I think so. I'd better run off home.
That's right. You get going and I'll catch up.
Thanks again, brave adventurer.
I was just clicking every single box in here, hoping that I could find something. I got really lucky with that, you guys. I was like, I gotta get past these guards. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Do I need like green paint or something? Let's get out of here. Hello, has Lollk returned yet?
He has, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Without you, he'd be goblin barbecue.
Always a pleasure to help.
In that case, could I ask one more favor of you? When the goblins attacked us, some of them managed to slip past my guards and sabotage our cannon. I don't have anybody who understands how it works. Could you have a look at it and see if you could get it working for us? Please?
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Take this toolkit. You'll need it. Report back to me if you can fix it.
Use toolkit on broken multicannon. Choose a tool to use on each of the moving parts. Oh, interesting. I don't even know what these are. What about this? On the spring? What about this? And we can use this on the gear. Nope, that doesn't do anything yet. There's a safety switch. Okay, so I accidentally threw the safety switch. What happens if I use this on the gear? Okay. Oh, it's that easy. Okay, I was just kind of clicking random shit.
Hello there, trooper. How are things?
Well, I think I've done it. Take a look.
That's fantastic. Well done. Well, I don't believe it. It seems to be working perfectly. I seem to have underestimated you, trooper.
Not bad for an adventurer, eh?
Not bad at all. Your effort is greatly appreciated, my friend. Now, if I could figure out what this thing uses as ammo. The Blackguard forgot to send instructions. I know I said that was the last favor, but...
What now?
Well, I can't leave this post. Could you go to the Blackguard base and figure out what this thing actually shoots?
Okay then, just for you.
That's great. We were lucky you came along when you did. The base is located just south of the Ice Mountain. You'll need to speak to Nulodian, the dwarf cannon engineer. He's the weapons development chief for the Blackguard, so if anyone knows how to fire this thing, it'll be him.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. Oh, Ice Mountain's over by Falador. Yeah, it's these guys at the Dwarven Mine. I knew it. What the heck are these guys? I've never seen these before. I've seen people with magic armor that has these colors. What is this, magic combat tutor? Claim. What is this? You have some mind runes in your bank and air runes. So I guess she can give us some runes if we run out. What about the ranged tutor? Gives you a training short bow and 25 arrows. Oh, sick. Okay, well we don't need that. What about this guy? Talk to melee combat trainer.
I'd like a training sword and shield. So new players can talk to these guys and get some stuff right off the bat. That's great. What about this guy, the Ironman tutor? I've never talked to him. Hey there, Adam. Hail, Iron Man. What can I do for you? Have you any armor for me? What is this? There you go, wear it with pride. Whoa, 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 hang on. Iron Man, helmet, plate, body, and legs? Yo! That looks awesome! Hang on, I gotta see how this matches up with our black plate body and all that. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's the same exact stats as my iron. I guess that makes sense because it's it's an Iron Man. Oh, but look, it weighs less. Holy shit, it weighs a lot less. Okay, the black plate body is much better. That's cool though. That is really cool. So off rip, if you go talk to him, you get iron armor that weighs half as much. Well, I'm definitely going to be using the Iron Man armor instead of my iron plate legs and helmet. Let's head off to Falador now and finish up this dwarf cannon quest. This is where I bought my new pickaxe. Here we go, new Lodian. Hello there. Well, how can I help you? Captain Logoff sent me. He's having trouble with his cannon. Of course. We forgot to send the ammo mold. Fires a mold? Don't be silly. The ammo's made using a mold. Here, take these to him. The instructions explain everything. That's great, thank you. Thank you, adventurer. The Dwarf Blackguard will remember this. Courier 3.0. Let's head back, boys. Hello, trooper. Any word from the cannon engineer? Yeah, I was able to speak to him. He gave me an ammo mold and some notes to give to you. Ah, of course. We make the ammo. This is great. Now we'll be able to defend ourselves. I don't know how to thank you. You could give me a cannon. Ha ha! You'd be lucky. Those things are worth a fortune. I'll tell you what, though. I'll write to the cannon engineer requesting him to sell you one. He controls production of the cannons. He won't be able to give you one, but for the right price, I'm sure he'll sell you one. Alright, sounds interesting. I might take you up on that. Okay. Ooh, some crafting XP. We will take that. Ability to use a Dwarf Multicannon. Level 13. We can cut jade and craft jade rings. Nice. I think that was 3 levels for us. Yeah, that was 3 levels of crafting. When he says the Dwarf Multicannon is worth a fortune, does he mean like 10,000 coins, 100,000, a million, 10 million? Like, what does a fortune do a dwarf, dude? Because they're down in the mines all day getting these big old gems and gold and silver and all kinds of stuff. They got to be swimming in money, right? You don't just develop a Dwarf Multicannon when you're poor. Alright, here we go. We got a cannon base, stand, barrel, and furnace. Dude, that's actually like 850,000. Let me do the math on that. That is 802,000 coins. What the f***? Yeah, that is a small fortune. I'm not going to get that much gold for years. 800,000 gold is diabolical. You know, y'all, I was thinking about that stash unit that's right next to the guy that teleports us to the Rune Essence mine. I think I want to do some of the Mahogany Homes novice level stuff because we'll be able to ideally get to level 27 construction to make those stash units. And we might be able to just dump a bunch of Rune Essence in there. Or, I don't know. I don't know what it does. It could let us, like, access our bank or something. I don't know. I have a feeling that that is something that we should do right now. Because I'm just sitting on so much crafting XP right now, y'all. It's nuts. I'd like a construction contract. Would you go see Leela, east of the town market in Hosidius for us? Oh, dang. That's kind of far out there. Doesn't look like I have any games teleports that I can use over there, so we'll just have to run. I've missed you, Great Kurend. Good to be back, gentlemen. I can't wait till I have access to, like, everything to do here. I want to learn all the story that Great Kurend has. I want to do all the quests, check out all the mini-games. It's just such a cool spot. Alright, let's see if we can't find Leela. Got all the shit I need to make some furniture. Alright, what else does she want? What do we need for this? There you go. Level 21. That's great, guys. That uses nothing but planks. I don't think I used any nails, and the mirror was just throw planks at it. She's got a wooden mirror. I finished with the work you wanted. Thank you so much. Level 22, boys. Let's go to the housing people and get our next one.
Level 23. What is this with the cups of tea? It gives me full run energy, you guys. That way I can run to the next location even faster. Wow, there we go. Level 25 construction. That gave me 1,250 construction. Total level of 425. Dang, guys, we're almost level 500. All right, let's go to the Mahogany Homes person and see what else we can do. Please go see Jeff in the middle of Varrock, west of the museum. Okay. Oh, we don't even need to talk to these guys. It shows what they want already. Uh-oh, he's got an imp in his house. Get the hell out of here, buddy. This is why they give us the extra XP at the end. We do a good job. Level 27 construction, finally. Okay, we can try out building one of those stash units now. Let's see what that is. Alright, now that they've got the 2 base planks, what happens? Okay, 150 XP. Search stash. Keep an eye out for messages you may receive around the world. They may indicate what you need. You need all of the required items in order to store them here. What the heck? Store things and stuff here. So what if I use an oak plank on the stash unit? Nothing interesting happens. Keep an eye out for messages you may receive around the world. They may indicate what you need. So is this like a puzzle? We get all of the items that we need and then we put them in the stash? That's so strange. Okay, that's not what I thought that was at all. Well, as far as we know, it could be literally anything, so we'll just leave that at that. Let's go get another contract from Mahogany Homes. I've still got like 16 oak planks I can burn through. I was expecting that to be some kind of storage. It's called a stash unit for Pete's sake. What is this? Haircut and shave at the hairdresser? Whoa, we can change how our character looks. There's way more options. What about facial hair? Here we go. I have a goatee IRL, so we should probably do something like this. Try and make it actually kind of look like me a little bit. Or at least I'm working on a goatee. Oh, an easy task has been completed in Faldor. Cool. There we go. That looks a little bit more like me. Very cool. I didn't know that was there. Here we go. Level 29, dang. I think we've got enough planks for maybe 2 more tasks. See if we can't get this all done. I'm actually pretty surprised that none of these require really anything more than the raw planks to do it. It's nice that they're really easy to do and they're good XP. If I want something built in my house that provides utility, then I can do that, but it's not for the XP, it's for the utility, right? This is to level this shit up. I mean, we're almost level 30. I'm pretty certain that we're going to be able to get these more utility-focused rooms soon. And they are pretty expensive to put into the house, but, you know, imagine we get access to teleports and the ability to cook and make our own planks. And, like, God, that would just be incredible. Imagine not having to pay 100+ coins per log. We just do it ourselves. I want to run this guy out of business. Prices he's charging are absolutely ridiculous. Somebody's leveling fire making. That's funny that that's the best way to do it, man. I'll keep that in mind for when we level that. I still just don't see a reason to level fire making. Like, look at this. Allows you to make fires. Higher fire making allows you to burn logs that grant more experience quicker. That is it. What's the point? That's such a weird skill to have. I feel like they let you make fires and they were like, oh, nah, hang on, this could go crazy, guys. And then that person quit. Alright, that's the last Mahogany Homes that I had the planks for. So now we're level 30. You can now build a games room. Awesome. So I guess now at this point, we can kind of hold off on construction for a little bit. That is some amazing progress. That is amazing. I think I got 11 levels off of all of those oak planks that we had. Very, very, very good. Now we can kind of just build the stuff we want to in our house and not have to worry too much about having to level it, which is really good. We have access to a lot more of the utility rooms. You know, they're expensive, so we'll have to do that a little bit later. I tried fighting a druid. getting herbs from druids is not easy. I would need a set of really good magic armor for that. I think I need to continue to level magic, continue to level rune crafting. I need to check out hunter still. How do I do this? There's got to be a hunter quest, right? We're almost halfway through all the novice quests, you guys. There's only 26 left for me to do. Even though I only did the 3 quests today, you know, it was really good to be able to level up rune crafting a little bit, do some magic. Definitely awesome to get through all of those planks. I think we really needed to get our construction XP up. I just got to figure out a better way to get these grimy leaves for herb lore, man. Once we can do that and start making attack potions, we're going to get a huge buff to our damage. We're coming along, man. 430 total level. I like that. We've got Ernest the Chicken next, over in South Draenor Manor. So why don't we head over there, guys? Let's check this shit out.
Hey y'all, it's Real Bear. Thank you for watching this video. It'd be great if y'all could like, comment, or even subscribe to show me that you liked it. Take care and see you in the next one. Peace.